This week on State Champs Extra Point, district semifinals in the state of Michigan. Underdogs doing damage. Wild ones and walk-offs in Ohio's regional finals. It was a Class A shootout in the sectional finals in the Indy area. That and more on the Midwest's premier high school football show. Buckle up. From the Michigan headquarters of the State Champs Sports Network, I'm Lauren Plant with another playoff edition of State Champs Extra Point. We're presented by Lawrence Technological University. The hunt is on for 200 student athletes to join the Blue Devil family here at Lawrence Tech. 26 NAIA Division II level sports offered, both men and women. Both athletic and academic scholarships available. Go to LTUathletics.com and click Recruit Yourself. Fill out a simple survey with the sport of your choice. A coach will reach back to you within 48 hours. Learn all about the tremendous growth of athletics at LTUathletics.com. We want to see you here, but right now, we want playoff football highlights.
We had a great matchup in the Division IV district semifinals with Pontiac Notre Dame looking to avenge its only loss of the regular season, taking on a Detroit Country Day team on a mission to return to the D4 state championship game. I'm Greg Molson, and after getting shut out in the first meeting, doesn't take long for Notre Dame to score in the rematch. Jacob Benson to a streaking Clayton Bone down the sideline for a 45-yard score on the game's opening possession. Country Day looking to answer in the final minute of the first half. Brandon Mann throwing to the end zone, but he's picked off by Bone, getting it done on both sides of the ball. The Irish up 7-zip at halftime. The Yellow Jackets finally come to life in the third. On 4th and 2 from the 10, Mann keeps it himself right up the middle to get Country Day on the board, tying the game at 7-all. But Notre Dame answers quickly with another big play. Benson throwing it deep and finding Trevor Tuttle for a 40-yard touchdown, putting the Irish back on top. Back comes Country Day again. Jacob Yarberry with the 1-yard run to even it up again at 14-all. After a defensive stop, the Jackets get the ball back for a final drive on 3rd and 6 from the 47. Check out Yarberry running right, then cutting back to the left, turning on the speed, going 46 yards down to the 1. That sets up Mann for the game-winning touchdown with 1:35 to play. Country Day comes from behind twice to beat Notre Dame for the second time this season, 21-14.
Great job of hanging in, making plays, just competing your butts off. I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud of you guys. You know what? We learned a lot about our team tonight.
I thought we learned a lot about our team there, and just our makeup. I know we have a lot of seniors on here, and we were not going to let that be our last game.
I'm Chuck Pellerito. Let's check out a rematch from Week 4. The Dakota Cougars at home taking on the Romeo Bulldogs. Dakota won the last meeting on the road, 34-28. This one, a much different ball game. First play of the game, snap goes off Logan Rolfe's hands, Jordan Rice-Reno falls on it, Cougars in business. Caden Sloan, out of the Wildcat, looks to pass, sees a running lane, takes it in himself from 5 yards out, Cougars strike first. Bulldogs will get close but stall out. Mylan Krestovisky knocks down a 32-yard field goal, pulling the Dogs within 4. Dakota looking to add on just before the half, but Zach Drosky's passing will be picked off by Joey Kostrubiak, and we went into halftime with Dakota leading 7-3. Cougars get the ball to start the second half, and they wasted no time getting it going. Sloan from the Wildcat again, looks to his left, bounces back to the middle, and he's gone. Winning the race 35 yards to the end zone, Dakota ups the lead 14-3. And following some very timely conversions for Romeo, Braden Goralski gets the handoff off the jet motion, turns on the burners, 19-yard score, 2-point conversion no good, Dogs still trail 14-9. Romeo D stepping up and forcing a Cougars punt. Just following the 4th down conversion, Logan Rolfs rolls to his left, hits Luke Rolfs with some space, he gets tripped up at the 5, and the Dogs looking for the upset. 4th down, ball on the 1, 3.9 seconds left. The junior Luke Rolfs gets the handoff, bounces to the outside, and falls in the end zone as Romeo walks this one off by a final 15-14 over Dakota. They'll face off with Stony Creek in the district finals next week.
We shall win. Let it be by the code. Let it be by the code. Faith and honor held high. Faith and honor held high. We shall lose. We shall lose. Let's stand by the road. Stand by the road. And tears and wins go by. Tears and wins go by. Stand by Jack.
I'm Lauren Plant, and we go to a Division I district semifinal between 6-0 Grand Blanc and the 7-0 Clarkston Wolves. The GB Bobcats came out firing on all cylinders. Senior running back Dennis Underwood. Watch him work into the end zone. 10-0 advantage after 1. 10.5 to go in the second quarter. Methodical drive for the Wolves. The sophomore Ethan Clark finds a way to break the plane. Bobcats lead down to 3. 25 seconds to go in the half. Michael Facinello gets through the line, gets a piece of the punt. It's going to be recovered by Grand Blanc and the Bobcats within striking distance. Then this happened. Senior QB Ty Brodebek, quick pass to Kai Hopewell. Good old hook and ladder play. Toss to Elijah Jackson. He does the rest. Huge play to end the half. Grand Blanc led 17-7 at the break. Third quarter now, and the Wolves trying to climb back in it. Give is to Clark. Runs into his own man, then coughs it up. Bobcats back with the ball. Brodebek was balling in the second half. His supporting cast stepping up big time. Check out Jackson. The one-handed grab in the back of the end zone. That was sick. 2-point conversion successful. Middle of the third. Grand Blanc's lead at 21. Minutes later, Wolves retort. Junior QB Mike DePillo calls his own number, and he will find the paint. After 3, it was a 28-14 ball game. But following a DePillo interception early in the fourth, Ty Brodebek took control of the game through the air. Another TD toss here to Elijah Jackson. Later, another terrific pitch and catch. Brodebek hits fellow senior Jonah Molesky for 6. 3 touchdown passes in the second half. The difference, the Wolves hung in with some late scores, but it was too little, too late. Grand Blanc shocks Clarkston as they win and advance. 42-35 the final. Bobcats will now seek to avenge their only loss on the season when they take on unbeaten Davison next week for District Hardware. Did you record an unbelievable touchdown, a game-winning goal, or just a proud parent moment? Then we want your clip. Upload your video to the brand new State Champs Network app so we can feature it on one of our shows and give your player, team, and school the recognition they deserve. All it takes is just a few easy clicks, and every clip that is submitted will automatically be eligible for prizes. Download the State Champs Network app today for iPhone and Android devices.
I'm Mike McManus out of Indianapolis. The 2019 Single-A State Champ runner-ups Lutheran Saints play host to the 11-0 Warriors of Covenant Christian in tonight's sectional finals.
I'm not losing today.
The last time these two teams met was in the second round of sectionals last year when the Saints defeated the Warriors 28-15. Will Lutheran repeat with a victory tonight, or will Covenant Christian finally break out of sectionals for the first time since the program's start in 2015? Let's go to the highlights. On the opening drive for the Warriors, they would fumble on their own 14-yard line, and the big guy, defensive tackle, Jacob Roberts, would scoop and score. Lutheran now up 0-7. A little later now in the quarter, and it wasn't much later that the Saints would find themselves on the board again. This time it would be a 7-yard rushing TD by Montazzi Clay with less than 8 minutes left in the first. Now let's take it to the second quarter with the score of 3-14. The Warriors would enact their revenge from the first series with a defensive score of their own, this time a 40-yard fumble return by senior safety Gage Coffey. Warriors still trail 10-14 after the made PAT. Just short of 6 minutes left now in the half, Austin Frazier would put the ball up deep to connect with Michael Wilson for a 70-yard TD to put the Warriors now in the lead, 17-14. An exchange of field goals would put the score at 20-17, still in the Warriors' favor going into the half. Following an exchange of 3 TDs between the teams with the first 5 minutes of the half, Adrian Terry says this game isn't exciting enough and takes the ball to the house. That's right, 80 yards, kickoff return. The PAT will be blocked, making the score now 31-33 Warriors. 4 minutes left now in the third, and Blake White says he wants to put the team on his back. He'll toss it up for his prime target, Joseph Fabian, to put the Saints back in the lead, 33-38, going into the fourth. With the sectional title on the line, the game just got that much more intense. To the fourth quarter we go. Covenant Christian would take control and the lead with this 3-yard rushing touchdown up the middle by Gage Coffey. Score now 39-38 Warriors. Covenant Christian would score again, but would seal the victory with this interception by senior Jackson Bro. The Warriors bring home the hardware and now advance to the regionals with the final score, Covenant Christian 46, Lutheran 38.
.5A Sectional 11 Championship, Fort Wayne Northside at second-ranked Bishop Dwenger. This is a rematch of Week 2 that saw the Saints win by 2 touchdowns over the Legends. First quarter, inside the red zone, it's the Legends striking first. Deuce Taylor rifles it to Jordan Turner, and it's 6-0 after a missed PAT. To the second quarter, now 6-3, the Legends a chance to extend their lead, but Deuce, the ball gets loose, and Dwenger grabs it. Big break for the Saints, and that's where we leave it at halftime. 6-3 Northside in the lead. Second half starts a little different. 3rd and 1 from the 2. Brendan Lytle with the QB sneak on the opening drive, and Dwenger now on top. It's 10-6. Still in the third, the Saints on the move, and so is Lytle. He's Dwenger's all-time leader in passing touchdowns. He can run it as well. Lights out Lytle delivering a knockout blow. Make that 17-6. Dwenger in the front seat, but still with a quarter to go. Fourth quarter, Deuce Taylor. This time he does get loose. A crazy pass to Rodney Woods. It would lead to a touchdown a few plays later. 2-point try is no good though, and it's a 5-point game. Dwenger would actually go up by 8 after a made field goal by Joe Bulanda, which brings us to under a minute to go in the game. Northside a chance to send it to overtime on this drive if they can get a TD and a conversion for 2, but it's picked off by Devin Tippmann, and Bishop Dwenger wins this sectional title 20-12. Here are seniors Brendan Lytle and Devin Tippmann.
All I want is one more week with these guys. I mean, these seniors, I couldn't ask for any better seniors to play my high school and my grade school career with. It's just a blessing. Bishop Dwenger football has just been a blessing for me, and I'm glad I can win another sectional here.
We bent, but we didn't break, so that's big for us. We're a second half team. They always tell us that the score, nobody wins by the score of the first half, and we weren't executing well in the first half, but the second half we came out and we executed well.
2A Sectional 35 Championship game. Eastside ranked 4th in the state's 2A poll. The Blazers at 11-time state champ Bishop Luers. First quarter action, Eastside gets on the board first. Quarterback Laban Davis with the touchdown run. He had 233 rushing yards in this one. 7-zip Eastside. But later in the first, Carson Clark hooks up with Nick Thompson. 7-7. We're going to see more from Clark in just a minute. Second quarter action, it's 21-7 Bishop Luers. Eastside chipping away though. Dax Holman with the run for Eastside here. He had 14 carries, 100 yards, touchdown there, but Eastside still down 21-14. Clark to Brody Glenn, a beautiful pitch and catch. Carson Clark, 21 of 29 for 354 yards and 6 touchdown passes. That one made it 28-14. Then it's Clark to Glenn yet again. Brody Glenn with 4 touchdown grabs on the game. Eastside couldn't stop him as Luers beats the Blazers 56-49 for the 2A Sectional 35 Championship.
Lauren Plant's here to tell you for the best recruiting news in the tri-state area. Check out State Champs Scout Show, premiering Wednesdays across the network via social media, our website, and the State Champs Sports app. Alan True, Scott Bernstein, contributions from Matt Mowry and myself with the latest in football recruiting news and a variety of sports. The State Champs Scout Show, Wednesdays on the State Champs Sports Network. Lawrence Technological University understands the importance of visiting a campus before enrolling in your college career. Here in 2020, LTU is offering the next best thing. 2 virtual open houses with tons of ways for you to investigate everything this nationally recognized university has to offer. Simply known as Blue Devil Days, you can explore their renowned academic programs in architecture, design, engineering, technology, science, and business. There's also an opportunity to hear about the admissions process and an overview of financial aid. You'll end the day with a student panel able to speak to current LTU students specifically about their college experience. The virtual Blue Devil Days are Saturday, November 14th and Saturday, December 12th, so be sure to RSVP today before space runs out. Just head over to upcoming.ltu.edu, click on Events and Tours, and then click on Virtual Events. The next 4 years are going to be the most important of your life. Do yourself a service and check out Lawrence Technological University. I'm Lauren Plant. Let's check out our first semifinal match of the year for Ohio Division I football. The 7-2 St. Xavier Bombers clashing with the 8-1 Springfield Wildcats. Defense is showing up tonight. Early in the game, Brogan Mackay looking in the flat, but Devin Stamper jumping the route, diving interception. Wildcats trying to capitalize. QB Tashawn Smoot on the keeper for a nice game, but they'll stall out and bring out Cole Yost to try a 20-yarder. He splits the upright. Springfield up 3-0. But Mackay and the Bombers got things going in the second. Nice little pitching catch to the Nittany Lion-bound Liam Clifford, 15-yard gain. But they too would stall out. Mason Romiller out to attempt the 20-yard field goal. It's good, and we were tied up at 3 early in the second. Springfield would find the end zone 2 minutes later. Smoot delivering a dime to Anthony Brown on the crossing route, makes his way to the sideline, and this will be a 55-yard score. Wildcats went into the half up 10-3. The St. X defense shut down momentum, stopping the Wildcats on 4th and 1. Ensuing drive, Mackay finding his favorite target, Clifford, somehow stops before the sideline and cuts it up for a 38-yard score. PAT no good, 10-9 Springfield lead. But before the Bombers had another chance just before the end of the third, Romiller drills this one for a 21-yard field goal, and that would be the ball game. St. X punches their ticket to the state finals, beating Springfield 12-10 the final.
I mean, it means the world, especially with this team. That's all we've worked for, especially through quarantine, all the adversity we face this year, and it just means everything to us.
Avon and Avon Lake playing in the regional final. This a rematch from week 1 where the Eagles won a thriller. I'm Jeff Heisner reporting. This just another great game. Avon strikes first. It's Nico Pappas deep to a wide open Tim Conwell. No one's going to catch him. Conwell puts the Eagles on top 7-0. The Shoreman with an answer right back. Michael Corbo hits Ryan Kemmer. Some hard running after the catch, and he's deep inside Eagle territory. That sets up a Shoreman touchdown to tie it at 7-all. Second quarter, Gage Dusler helps Avon Lake take the lead, diving in for the score. It's 14-7 Shoreman. Late in the first half, great fake by Pappas. He keeps it. And look at the quarterback dragging Avon Lake defenders into the end zone. That effort ties the game at 14-14. Pappas and the Eagles looking to retake the lead. But his pass over the middle picked off by Sean Summers. The Shoremen turn away the Eagles. It's 17-17 in the fourth quarter. Eagles defense on the blitz. Devin Hunter sacks Corbo. That gives the Eagles great field position and one last chance. 2 seconds on the clock. Nathaniel Vacos, the Avon kicker, from 30 yards out. Avon wins it. Great finish. Vacos, the hero. And the Eagles are regional champs.
I trusted my guys that they're gonna get me in the right position. They did, put it through, and it's the best moment of my life.
Line drove it down the field for us. They got us to the win, but our kicker sealed it off, and could be more excited to go to the Final Four.
I'm Chuck Pellerito, and we've got a Division III regional final game. The Archbishop Alter Knights on the road taking on their third Rams team of the playoffs, the Ross Rams, who won their first playoff game in school history this year, playing for Regional Hardware. Ross getting off to a real quick start. CJ Bowes running right up the middle past a wall of Knights and into the end zone for a 36-yard score. Rams up 7-0. Next drive, they would strike again. Bowes bulldozing his way in from 10 yards out. Rams up 14 early. After a 1-yard score by Brian Shane to close out the first quarter, the Knights punch it in with Antonio Murphy from 4 yards out. We went into the half tied at 14. In the third, check out this run by C.J. Hicks. Around the left side, huge stiff arm and he's off to the races. 56-yard score. Alter takes the lead 21-14. But the Rams weren't going away just yet. C.J. Bowes with his third touchdown of the night, this one from 10 yards out. We're tied back up at 21. Knights trying an aerial assault on third down. Shane airs it out for Patrick Connor, hauls it in without missing a step, slips through a tackle, and the Knights back in front 28-21 after that 56-yard score. And for insurance in the fourth, Brendan McDonald dancing through the middle of the line, makes one cut and gone. 28-yard score, and Alter ends Ross's magical run, winning by a final 35-21, taking home the regional crown and advancing to the state semifinals.
The madness continues this weekend in all 3 states. For all of our football coverage, go to the State Champs Indiana, Michigan, or Ohio social pages. Please like, follow, and share our content. Do you want to see this show on the big screen? Download the free State Champs Sports app, and you can enjoy this show on your smart TV or Amazon Fire Stick and Roku-enabled devices. I'm Lauren Plant. We'll see you next week. State Champs Extra Point, presented by Lawrence Technological University and Lawrence Tech Athletics. For everything LTU, visit ltu.edu. You can recruit yourself to any of Lawrence Tech's 27 collegiate athletic teams by visiting ltuathletics.com.